Hey, good morning. It's Thursday, June 4th. And the thought I have for this morning is about the beauty of Christ and his wonder for us. It's one thing to look to God when everything is good, and we look around and say, yes, I see the beauty of God everywhere, and I'm so encouraged by him. It's another thing to see that God is just as beautiful, just as precious, when things are very difficult around us. And again, whether your story is one that's on the national page where we're seeing that frustration and sadness, but the truth is each one of us each day have things that nag within us, which may be even more weighty than what's happening on the larger national scale. But whether things are good or whether things are not good according to our perception, Jesus is always the same. So Paul gives this word of encouragement to the church in Ephesus. And I'm just going to pick up here in chapter 3. This is a prayer Paul has for those folks, and it's a prayer that is really good for you and me as well. And I pray that you, being rooted and established in love, may have power, together with all the saints, to grasp how wide and how long and how high and how deep is the love of Christ, and to know this love that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled to the measure of all the fullness of God. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his great power that is at work within us. Paul is praying that the power of God would cause us to grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ. That's not a natural thought to us. Certainly, if we look at things in our lives and the turmoil that's happening around us, the temptation is to say, where is the love of Christ? And that's exactly what Paul is warning the Ephesians not to do. Don't go there. The love of Christ is here. He is sustaining us in the middle of the mess. He is our everyday God who is there. As Romans 12 tells us, he's our everyday reason for worship. Your life is one of worship, because we're always in the presence of God. And if you're in the presence of God, there's only one response: worship. Not challenge, not doubt, certainly not arrogance that we can do our own thing. We are constantly in God's presence. Worship is the key. So Paul says, may we have the power to grasp the immensity of Christ's love, so that it will dominate our lives, so that the fullness of God will be in us. And then just to encourage us in the midst of the mess, in the midst of the hurt and the pain that we feel, whether it's from our day-to-day relationships, from those that we love, or the pain that we see going on caused by the virus, or the immense pain and suffering and injustice going on, typified by these riots. And again, the irony of man is there. People respond to injustice with more injustice, rather than calling out to God, who is the one who gives justice. So Paul ends again, and he encourages this, and this is a passage which I offer to you for peace this day. Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than anything that we can ask or imagine. Brothers and sisters, that's peace, that's comfort. May we grasp the beauty and wonder of Christ's love this day and make that the center of our lives and not the circumstances. Because he is that precious. He is able to do and is doing immeasurably more than anything we could ask or imagine. Rest in that this day and make that your focus. We'll see you again tonight for some Every Night Thoughts. Get in touch if you wish. Always appreciate your interaction. Have a great day. Bye-bye.